keeps changing like it's speaking secretly. A little sleep still in my eyes, a little lipstick left behind. I bought a sandwich I don't need just because I had the time. Everybody's going somewhere, maybe that's the beauty of today. K-27 calling out my flight. The world feels bigger than my worries this morning light. K-27, one step and then another. Somewhere beyond the clouds, I'm becoming someone new. It shoutwaves at an airplane like it's something magical. Honestly, I kinda get it, I still feel that way too. The runway stretches endlessly like a line across a map, leading somewhere I can picture, and that's exactly why I smile. Maybe not knowing is part of the fun. K-27, I can hear my name echo through the speakers softly. Everything has changed. K-27, the city grows smaller below, and suddenly the future doesn't feel so far away. Starting now, see you soon. Another sky, another moon. The railway follows where the shoreline bends, like it knows exactly where the sky begins. White clouds floating lazily above. Everything feels lighter than it was. A pair of headphones resting on my ears, washing away months of little fears. The sunlight sparkles on the sea below, like a secret only travelers know. No destination feels more beautiful than this moment passing by. Summer train, carry me away, somewhere I have never been before today. Summer train, don't slow down too fast. I want this endless blue horizon to last. Children laughing near another station stop. The ocean breeze refuses ever to stop. Photographs are filling up my phone, yet somehow I don't feel alone. The world is bigger than I used to know, and every mile gives my heart room to grow. Summer train, carry me away, somewhere I have never been before today. Summer train, don't slow down too fast. I want this endless blue horizon to last. cobblestone street. Tiny coffee shops smell incredibly sweet. I walk alone beneath the summer sky, watching little clouds slowly drift by. Camera hanging softly from my shoulder. This familiar world somehow feels newer. No schedule waiting for me today, only quiet roads showing me the way. Maybe happiness is smaller than we think. A handwritten note, a warm cup to drink, a breeze that gently brushes through my hair, reminding me that I am really here. Weekend in Kyoto, everything is moving slow. The river keeps on singing secrets only travelers know. Weekend in Kyoto, I don't need a place to go. For the first time in forever, I'm enjoying being alone. A little bookstore hidden down the lane, old postcards sleeping quietly in frames. I choose one with a mountain in the snow, to send myself a memory from long ago. The owner smiles and says goodbye as bells are ringing from a temple nearby. Every moment feels like poetry, written naturally in front of me. Maybe growing up is learning how to stay inside a perfect moment before it slips away. Not every story needs a destination. Sometimes the road itself is celebration. Weekend in Kyoto, everything is moving slow. The river keeps on singing secrets only travelers know. Weekend in Kyoto, I don't need a place to go. For the first time in forever, I'm enjoying being alone. The sky is painted gold. A story quietly unfolds. I never knew a lonely trip could feel this beautiful. The evening lights begin to softly glow, reflecting on the water down below. Couples laugh while bicycles pass by, like scenes from an old movie in July. I find a seat beside the riverbank, thinking of all the little things I thank. The younger me would never understand how peaceful life can be when left unplanned. If tomorrow brings another train, another city, another rain, I know I'll carry pieces of today, like pressed flowers that never fade away. Somewhere between the crowds and foreign signs, I finally found a quieter state of mind. Weekend in Kyoto, everything is moving slow. The river keeps on singing secrets only travelers know. Weekend in Kyoto, I don't need a place to go. For the first time in forever, I'm exactly where I belong. Kyoto morning, photographs and city lights. Maybe someday I'll come back again. Until then, goodbye, my friend. A narrow staircase painted soft lilac, leading to a room I won't forget. Fresh flowers resting by the window frame. Even the silence feels different here. The evening sun is pouring through the glass, turning ordinary moments into gold. I place my suitcase by the wooden chair, and suddenly the world feels slow. No one knows my name in this little town. Maybe that's exactly what I need right now. Lavender Hotel, somewhere far away, holding all the pieces of a restless heart today. Lavender Hotel, teach me how to stay inside a quiet moment before it slips away. The balcony is facing endless rolling hills, purple flowers dancing in the breeze. A violin is playing from a distant street, like a melody searching for me. I write a few thoughts into my journal page, things I never had the time to say. The girl who left so feels different now. Maybe she's growing every day. Every foreign road changes who we are, little by little, without leaving scars. Lavender Hotel, somewhere far away, holding all the pieces of a restless heart today. Lavender Hotel, teach me how to stay inside a quiet moment before it slips away. If tomorrow calls me somewhere new, another train, another sky of blue, I'll still remember this evening glow and the peace I never knew before. Lavender Hotel, I'll remember you. Every window, every flower, every purple view. Lavender Hotel, thank you for tonight. You taught me how to love my own company. Lavender dreams, lavender sky. One more postcard before goodbye. The salty wind is playing with my hair, orange sunlight dancing everywhere. I rented this bicycle for the day, without a single plan along the way. The coastline stretches further than I see, like the world is opening for me. Every turn reveals another view, painted in 1,000 shades of blue. Maybe life becomes much lighter when you stop trying to control it all. Sunset by Seagulls drift above the evening tide. Children wave as they are passing by. I stop to watch reflections on the sea, feeling more myself than I have been. The city feels a million miles away, and I don't miss it for a single day. Sunset bicycle, take me where you want, along the roads that disappear beyond the setting sun. Sunset bicycle, nothing left to chase, just me and the ocean, moving at the perfect pace. Sometimes happiness arrives quietly, without an announcement, without a reason. Sunset bicycle, golden sky. I wish this little ride would never say goodbye. Ocean breeze, setting sun. Today was beautiful, just because. Bought a paper bag of cherries from a market near the square. The vendor smiled and spoke in French. I nodded like I understood. The afternoon felt unimportant in the most beautiful way. No reservation waiting for me, no reason to check the time. I crossed the bridge without a destination, following the shade of the trees, listening to strangers laugh somewhere nearby, like background music for the day. Sometimes happiness arrives so quietly, you almost miss it if you're looking too hard. Cherry stains on my white dress, bright as summer in July. Tiny marks that say I was here underneath this open sky. Cherry stains, don't wash them away. Some memories look better when they stay. Cherry stains scattered red and sweet, like little pieces of a perfect afternoon. I get to keep a bicycle belt ring in the distance. Children chase pigeons through the grass. Someone opened up a violin case and filled the air with golden notes. I thought about taking a picture, then slip my phone back in my bag. Some moments deserve to remain untouched instead of living behind a screen. A drop of juice rolled down my finger, another landed on my sleeve. I laughed because it felt ridiculous to care about anything at all. For once I wasn't planning tomorrow, I was exactly where I needed to be. bottle from a corner store, cold enough to fog the glass. The kind of day that makes you wonder why you ever move so fast. The park is full of lazy shadows stretching underneath the trees. Somebody's playing old pop songs, floating gently on the breeze. A dog runs circles near the fountain like he's late for something fun, while I'm sitting on this bench doing absolutely none. The clouds look like they're traveling without a destination too, and somehow that feels comforting this afternoon in June. I spent too much time chasing things I couldn't hold. Tangerine soda, bubbles in the afternoon, watching little clouds drifting across a lazy June. Tangerine soda, cold against my hand. For a moment life feels sweeter than I ever planned. Tangerine soda, bright and easygoing, like the kind of day I wish would never end. The sun reflects in tiny pieces on the bottle by my side. Everything feels less complicated when there's nowhere left to drive. No notifications calling, no alarms to interrupt, just the sound of leaves above me and the fizzing in my cup. Maybe all the best days happen when you're not trying so hard to turn every little moment into something grand. Some afternoons don't need a story to be worth remembering. Tangerine soda, bubbles in the afternoon, watching little clouds drifting across a lazy June. Tangerine soda, sweet and sparkling like a tiny celebration of being alive. Tangerine soda, one last sip and then I'll carry this feeling home again and again. Or orange sunlight, summer breeze, just enough for me. The streets are finally getting quieter. The bus has stopped an hour ago. Crosswalk lights keep changing colors for almost nobody below. A convenience store around the corner, spilling warmth into the dark, like it stayed awake on purpose, waiting for wandering hearts. I open up the glass door slowly, cold air brushes past my face. The refrigerator starts humming like it knows me anyway. Nothing special happened today. Maybe that's why it feels so nice. Triangle Kimbap at 2:43. Funny how the smallest things can rescue a tired me. Triangle Kimbap wrapped in silver and green. Not every kind of happiness needs to be a dream. Sometimes all I really need is a quiet place to be and a little food to keep me company. A student sleeping on a textbook, a driver stretching by the door, someone choosing instant noodles like they've done 1,000 times before. Nobody talks but nobody seems lonely. Everybody sharing the same light for a little while before disappearing back into their separate nights. The world doesn't always need fireworks. Sometimes it glows softly in Triangle Kimbap at 2:43. Funny how the smallest things can rescue a tired me. Triangle Kimbap wrapped in silver and green. Not every kind of happiness needs to be a dream. Sometimes all I really need is a quiet place to be and a little food to keep me company. Travel taught me something funny. The moments I remember most are rarely famous landmarks or places everybody posted, sitting underneath fluorescent lights, watching midnight drift away. realizing life feels beautiful without needing to explain. Maybe joy is not a destination. Maybe joy is passing through in ordinary little moments that quietly find you. Triangle Kimbap at 2:43, a tiny celebration of being exactly where I am. Triangle Kimbap, one last bite before I leave, a simple kind of comfort that I'll always carry with me. Triangle Kimbap at 2:43, tonight the whole world feels a little lighter to me. Plastic bag, neon glow, back to the hotel, nice and slow. 2:43, everything's okay. Last month it was hanging over Kyoto, quite above the river after dark. A week later, somewhere near Montmartre, floating softly over sleeping parks. Then another evening in a city whose name I still can't pronounce quite right. Yet every time I look up, there you are, waiting in the night. The streets keep changing, the signs keep changing, but somehow you never do. Different skies, same moon, following me everywhere. No matter where I wander, you're already there. Different skies, same moon, a familiar silver light, making every place feel a little more like home tonight. Different trains and different conversations, different melodies escaping through the air, different bakeries opening at sunrise, different languages everywhere. Some places welcome me like old friends, some took time to understand, but every night the moon kept showing up like it had always known where I am. Maybe home is not a street or a building anymore. Maybe home is something that travels with us. Different skies, same moon, following me everywhere. No matter where I wander, you're already there. Different skies, same moon, a familiar silver light, making every place feel a little more like home tonight. The world felt huge when I first laughed, bigger than I could hold. Now it feels connected somehow, like invisible threads of gold. The distance between places doesn't seem as far as before, when the same moon quietly rises above every shore. I used to think belonging meant staying in one place. Now I think belonging is recognizing a feeling wherever it appears. A laugh from a stranger, a favorite song at midnight, a moon above face open on the floor, clothes folded into careful squares, like I've done 100 times before. A receipt from a bakery in Kyoto falls between a pair of jeans. I should throw it away, but somehow I can't, even though it means nothing. Funny how the smallest things survive, while bigger moments fade. Extra baggage, 3 kilos over limit, filled with little pieces of days I couldn't leave behind. Extra baggage, not heavy in my hands, only heavy in the way it makes me smile. Extra baggage, maybe that's the point of every road we choose. Coming home carrying more than we planned to. A train ticket with faded numbers, a museum stamp in navy blue, a sketch somebody drew on a napkin at a table meant for two. The map I carry through back streets, still folded in the same old way, covered with circles and arrows from a day I got lost and secretly loved it. Some memories don't need photographs to stay alive. Extra baggage, 3 kilos over limit, filled with little pieces of days I couldn't leave behind. Extra baggage, not heavy in my hands, only heavy in the way it makes me smile. Extra baggage, maybe that's the point of every road we choose. Coming home carrying more than we planned to. The airline scale keeps blinking, like it's judging all my choices. Maybe it's right, maybe I did collect too much, but how do you leave behind a perfect sunset by the river, or the sound of strangers singing from a balcony at midnight? Some people bring back perfumes, some bring expensive clothes. I bring unfinished stories and places nobody knows. 1,000 tiny moments hidden between the zippers, too small to explain, too precious to lose. Extra baggage, worth every extra fee, every ticket, every scribbled note became a part of me. Extra baggage, I wouldn't change a thing, because every memory added weight to my wings. Extra baggage, maybe growing up is this, learning that the best souvenirs are the ones we almost miss. 3 kilos over, worth every crown. See you again somewhere. The curtains move a little with the breeze from outside. Sunday morning moving slowly with nowhere left to hide. A basket full of yesterday waiting by the door. Nothing feels important and I kinda like it more. The kettle softly whistles from somewhere in the kitchen. The world can keep on spinning, I don't need to pay attention. Today belongs to quiet things and sunlight on the floor, the kind of little happiness I used to ignore. Maybe life is softer when nobody's keeping score. Laundry day, white sheets dancing in the wind, nothing special on my schedule, and I faster, but today can wait a little longer. Laundry day, white sheets dancing in the wind. Nothing special on my schedule, and I think that's beautiful. Laundry day, sunlight spilling on the floor. Maybe happiness is hiding in ordinary things once more. Laundry day, I finally understand not every perfect moment needs a perfect plan. Laundry day, take it slow. The afternoon has nowhere to go. My friend canceled dinner plans about an hour ago. At first I felt disappointed. Now I honestly don't know. The blanket on the sofa looks impossible to leave, and the snacks I bought last weekend are exactly what I need. I put my phone on silent, throw it somewhere out of sight. Open up a random series and surrender to the night. The city keeps on rushing outside my little room, but tonight I'm perfectly okay, missing out on it too. Maybe staying in isn't missing anything at all. Welcome to the Nothing to Do Club. Membership is free tonight. No alarms, no expectations. Everything feels right. Nothing to do club, blankets and a movie screen. Turns out doing absolutely nothing is exactly what I need. Nothing to do club, no dress code required. Just bring your tired heart and let it unwind. The microwave is humming, preparing something warm. The rain begins tapping softly against the rooftop storm. 3 episodes later, I've forgotten all my plans, and honestly, I wouldn't trade this evening for anything. Sometimes we spend forever searching for a place to rest, only to discover home was always doing its best. The world can wait until tomorrow. It usually does. Welcome to the Nothing to Do Club. Membership is free tonight. No pressure, no destination, just a softer kind of life. Nothing to do club. The couch becomes a throne, and somehow doing nothing makes me feel less alone. Nothing to do club before the evening ends. Here's to quiet little moments and becoming friends with them. One more episode, one more song. The night is short, but not for long. Welcome home to doing nothing at all. Found a little cafe hidden from the crowd. Noisy city streets suddenly aren't loud. Steam is dancing softly from my cup as the autumn sunlight warms me up. People come and go without a trace, yet somehow this feels like a familiar place. I take a pen and slowly start to write everything I'm feeling here tonight. Dear future me, I hope you're smiling now, even if you still don't know exactly how. Life is messy, dreams can rearrange, but maybe that's what makes them beautiful to chase. Put Postcard to myself, sent across the years. To the girl who's still collecting little souvenirs. Postcard to myself, if you're feeling lost, remember all the roads you walked. No matter what the cost, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. The train arrives beneath the evening sky, orange colors fading as the hours fly. I watch reflections dancing on the glass, wondering how quickly moments pass. Maybe all the answers aren't supposed to come. Maybe happiness is found in being young, learning how to trust uncertainty, like a song without a melody. Postcard to myself, sent across the years. To the girl who's still collecting little souvenirs. Postcard to myself, if you're feeling lost, remember all the roads you walked. No matter what the cost, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And if someday you forget this view, the city lights, the sky so blue, just open this old postcard once again, and you'll remember who you've always been. Postcard to myself, floating through the air, carrying the little hopes I left behind somewhere. Postcard to myself, one day you'll receive everything this younger heart still chooses to believe. Tokyo evening, coffee stains, tiny memories remain. The edges of this boarding pass have softened with the days, folded in a jacket pockets through 100 little changes. Every stamp beside my passport, every name I couldn't pronounce, every wrong turn that became the best part of the route. A month ago I left with questions packed between my clothes and shoes. Now I'm carrying different answers and a different point of view. Funny how the roads we never planned become the ones we remember most. Boarding pass number 12, tucked safely in my hand. Every city left a fingerprint that I still understand. Boarding pass number 12, one more journey through the sky. Not everything has changed, but somehow I have, and that's enough tonight. I remember chasing train connections, running through unfamiliar stations, trying hard to follow maps, drawn in languages I couldn't read. I remember laughing by myself at things nobody else would know. Tiny moments that seem so ordinary, now shining brighter as I go. The world feels different than before, not because the world became new, but because I finally slowed down enough to really see the view. Maybe growing up is learning how to stay present before the moment disappears. okay me. Boarding pass number 12, the gate is opening wide. Every sunset, every wrong turn, every mile is by my side. Boarding pass number 12, the morning starts to glow. This isn't really the ending, it's only time to go. Boarding pass number 12, one last look around. The future feels a little closer now than it ever sounded. Final boarding call. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the roads. Thank you for the memories. See you again somewhere under another sky. The airport feels quieter now. The sky is waiting. A month of memories folded inside my bag. The lights are fading softly beyond the terminal glass. I take one last look around before this moment passes.